A very warm welcome to you all, and what a lovely, lovely week it's been weather-wise. It's been really lovely. So I've got some very nice necklaces to make with you today. I'm going to be using some beautiful coloured aluminium rings, and I'm also going to be using some gorgeous silver foil beads. Now, when I've put these together, and put these colours together before, well, not these colours, but used these components before, and the colours on them are just so beautiful. I thought, what else have we got that's really colourful? So it has to be the aluminium ring. So I'm going to change it up a little bit today. Given the colours and the lovely weather, I've named this Ellen because it means sunlight and shining light, and hopefully the weather's been just as lovely for you as it has been here for me in Merseyside. So drop me a comment, let me know where you're watching from. What have you been up to? Have you done anything nice in the, outside? Have you been for any nice walks? Maybe you've done some gardening. We've been quite busy. We've been sorting out the shed. We've done little bits of gardening. It's half term for my little one, so we've been into Liverpool and we've had a little look at the sites and just enjoyed spending time together. Lots of board games have been played, and we're just having a really nice week. So I hope you are too. Let me know in the comments how you're doing. Good morning to Francis. Good morning to Lucy. Hi to Jackie. Good morning to Janice. She says it's a gorgeous day in Swansea, and she says lovely beads as well. Good morning to Camille. She says looking spring-like. Got a little bit of floral on and some bright colours as too underneath. So, making the most of the nice weather, and that's feeding into my jewellery making and Colorways. Good morning to Joanne. Hello to Tiffany, who's in Minnesota. Thank you so much for joining us. Hello to Janice, who says good morning, Natalie, and fellow beaders. Anna's in as well. Oh, no sound. Can everybody else hear me? Don't know why. It looks like I'm making sound. Can you let me know? Janice says my order is in already. Good morning to Sue. I think I should probably scroll down just to check. Yeah, okay, Lucy can hear me. I'm panicking. I think I'm just talking to myself. And maybe you've got whatever device you're watching me on muted. If you can unclick that or pop the subtitles on, that's always quite amusing because they never quite get what I'm saying. Must be the accent. Good morning to Janice, who says the order's in already. Thank you so much, Janice. We've got some bargains for you today. Sue says good morning, Natalie. She's watching from a lovely sunny Plymouth. Sharon's in and she's watching from Texas. Hello to you. Janice says it's sunny in Sudbury, and she wished we had your temperatures. It's been lovely. There's been lots of washing out on the line. Always feel a little bit smug. Good morning to Shelley. She says good morning from a sunny Madeira. Okay, Shelley's just top trumped us in the sunshine warmth stakes. I hope you're having a lovely time. She says it's her last day today, but it's been a wonderful holiday. How gorgeous. I hope you get home safe and have, I don't know, bring that sunshine back with you. Make sure you bring that too. We'll have that as a souvenir. Okay, everybody can hear me, which is a relief. Hopefully we won't be having any gremlins today, tech-wise, camera-wise, sound-wise, and it'll be okay. Anna says, good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful sunny morning here in Perth. Good morning to Denise. Hello to Karen. Lorna's in as well. Judith's in. She's saying hello to everybody. Lucy says it feels like winter. Oh, you're joking. Oh, it's gorgeous here, Lucy. Gorgeous. I have my sunglasses out and everything. Charlotte says hello to everybody. Good morning to Julie. Hello to Kay from Wisconsin. And hello to Amelia as well. So we've got people from all over. We are international today, which is really, really lovely. I'm going to take you over to the website now and I'm going to show you these beautiful necklaces. I am wearing one. I usually will be drawn to the blues. I'm wearing the pink, but there's so many colours to choose from. And when you see what a bargain these are, I would suggest you multi-buy because they look beautiful mixed. I was tempted today to demo with maybe a mix of colours, but when you see them, when I show you them on the website, drop me a comment which one you like the most of. I think I was going to do the purpley one, but, I'll keep my options open. Good morning to Mandy, who's in the lovely sunny from the Wirral. So it's definitely in the northwest, the sunshine then. Camille said it wouldn't be Friday if we didn't have Friday or Monday gremlins. Well, considering I do most of the Fridays and the Mondays, or all of the Mondays and the Fridays, then that means I'm the gremlin, doesn't it, Camille? Diane says it's very sunny, 30 miles away from your gorgeous weather. And Iris is in as well. She says, good morning on this beautiful sunny day and no cold wind. But there's no sunshine in Milton Keynes, says Lucy. So hopefully it will come out for you a little bit later on. Right, let me take you over to our wonderful website, which is totallybeads.co.uk. I'm going to have a little sip of my coffee while I take you through. It's cold now. I haven't had a warm coffee. Look at all these beauties. It's such a vibrant website. The colours of all these gorgeous creations is just stunning. Head into video tutorials. Today I'm doing this Ellen silver foil necklace. I've called it Ellen, as I say, because I think it means sunshine or shining light, I think it was. So I think it's perfect for today. So this is Ellen, your silver foil necklace. You can see, I think there's 6 colours for you to choose from in total. We've got amethyst, we've got blue, we've got gold, we've got green, we've got pink, and we've got red. That red just pops. It's beautiful. So they are only £5.99 today, which will make you up one beautiful necklace with lots of different components in it. But we've also got a 3 for £13. Now, when it comes to mixing the colours, the gold looks beautiful with this red. Oh, the blue looks gorgeous with everything. You could get a full rainbow going. I think the blue, the gold, and the green look gorgeous. You could do whatever you want if you wanted to multi-buy these. You could definitely mix them up. You are getting lots of lovely things in your kit. So £5.99 for one necklace, or 3 for £13, all in stock, all gorgeous colours. Let me show you what's in your kit. So I'm going to take you into amethyst. This is your Ellen silver foil necklace in amethyst. So you are getting lots of beautiful things in this kit. You're getting your silver foil disc beads, which is this large one here dangling off the bottom. You're also going to get your silver foil round beads, which will be matching in the colour that you choose in your kit, and they are 8mm in size. Now, I've talked about these before because they blow my mind. They are handmade, beautiful glass. So you've got this silver core in the middle, silver foil, and then around them is this gorgeous coloured glass. So they're very, very pretty. I've put this with all of the colours are going to have the silver finding. So your pins, your eye pins and your head pin, your chain, they're all going to be silver, because if I show you the aluminium rings, which you're getting 2 sizes of, 16mm and 20mm as well. So you can see here they are slightly smaller, still a big good size, and then the larger one is just hanging at the bottom for that pendant to drop off. They are etched, so they've got a beautiful kind of silver etching to them. So all the colours that you choose are going to be with your silver findings to match those colourways. You're going to get a lot of chain in your kit, which is nice and chunky, so it goes really nice with the style of this necklace. You're getting your clasp and you're getting your jump rings as well. I think that's it. What more could you possibly want? So as I say, I've done these necklaces similar before using these silver foil beads, and they're just so colourful. I thought I'm going to put them with the aluminium rings as well. So I know they've been a favourite for many of you. Whenever I've used, we've got all sorts of different sizes and shapes. We've got little kind of cubed ones. They always sell really well, because I think, like me, you appreciate that you're getting something very special with these handmade beads. It also means they're all slightly irregular, really, in terms of they're all 8mm, those rounds, and that disc bead that you're getting as well is, they're all uniform in terms of shape, but the colours on them are, each one is unique in terms of that silver foil core and they're just so beautiful. A very traditional way of making glass beads. I think they originate in Venice, that type of jewellery bead making. So they're absolutely beautiful. Everything you need in your kit today for £5.99, or of course that 3 for £15. This is your gorgeous blue. So look at the colour on them. They're just so gorgeous. And of course your aluminium rings are going to be matching those colours as well. So in this kit, you're going to get your blue aluminium rings in 2 different colours. We've also got the gold, which is just such a stunning colour, very warm, very beautiful colour. Obviously, they've still got that silver foil core inside, but now you've got that gold coloured glass around them. It just completely changes the look of them. They're just so gorgeous. So this one is your gold. We've got that many colours today. I will speed through, but I got very excited when I was putting these colours together in the warehouse. I was like, oh, I need this one and I need this one. So I basically just chose as many colours as I could find. This one is your gorgeous green, very sophisticated looking. So I'm just dangling one of those little rounds off the bottom with the ball pin, and then I'm using eye pins to make double connectors. So we've got that beautiful focal piece, and then the chain just laying nice and flat around the back of your neck. We've also got the beautiful pink one. Oh, what's happened? Where have you gone? There it is. So a very beautiful, soft, light pink colour. Very pretty, very, very shimmery. I always want to play with this magnifying glass. I think it's a really good feature because I think it gives you the opportunity to really zoom in. Obviously, you can watch these tutorials back at any point, but if you're just scanning through for a bit of inspiration and you're thinking, well, how should you attach that to that? You can have a little look there. And we also have this stunning red. I love this colour. It's like cherry, like a glacier cherry. Really, really beautiful. So your silver foil disc bead, you've got your silver foil round beads, 8mm. You've got your aluminium rings, which are 16mm for the slightly smaller and 20 for the larger one. You've got your head pins, your eye pins, your jump rings, your clasp, and a lot of chain as well. So you can make these hang as long as you like, really. And if you wanted to, you could always just add the front section in and make that a little bit smaller if you wanted to. You'd probably make really pretty bracelets as well, to be honest. Oh, and a pair of earrings. So they are your beautiful necklaces. You're getting one necklace in each of your kits, or enough components to make one. They are £5.99 per colourway, or 3 for £13. So drop me a comment, which one do you like the most? Lots of people liking these, I think. What have I missed? Diane said, do we get enough for a bracelet as well? Possibly, depending on how long you want to make your necklace. If you wanted to just use less of the components and you could add that on a chain, you could do. But I've put enough in your kit, Diane, for just one necklace today. But they are a real bargain. And you can also multi-buy as well if you wanted to mix those colours up. This is the link that Lucy's kindly shared. We are totallybeads.co.uk/jewellery-making/Alan-silver-foil-necklace. Just click on the link. I did say I'm going to stop reading them out, but I haven't. Joanne says we gave sunshine clouds and we have sunshine clouds and a very windy in Coventry, so you've got a bit of a mixed bag there. Good morning, Mina. How are you doing, my lovely? Lucy saying she's loving the pink as always, but she's also loving the red today. She also says it's a fab bargain. Mina says it's cloudy in Leicester. Camille says it's cloudy in Wiltshire too. No, I've just got blue sky. Lucy says she's sitting on her hands and watching with her eyes closed because she wants them all. Lucy, they're a bargain. Get them. Pauline says, good morning, Natalie and everybody. You may sometimes get gremlins, Natalie, but I always enjoy your lives. Thank you so much, Pauline. Thank you all for being patient with me when the tech goes a little bit awry, but hopefully, fingers crossed, we've got over whatever that was. Camille's encouraging Lucy. She's saying, "Oh, go on, you know you'll buy them." And Lucy's responding, "You would say go on and buy them, if or you wouldn't. If you see my craft room right now, I have mini Totally Bead warehouse in my room." Yeah, same. I know that feeling. Nina's also saying that it's too full of beads and kits and you've got no space to store more. Maybe we should just do a storage session one day and we could look at different ways of storing your beautiful kits. So you're all talking about the amount of projects and bits of hobbies that you've got lying around everywhere. Lucy says the pink's very pretty. Elaine, good morning. She says, hello everybody, sorry I'm late. Oh, she had to give her cat a meds. I hope the cat's okay. Tiffany loves the pink as well. Mina says the red will be nice for Christmas. It would. It really would. But I don't see it as a Christmas red. Maybe it's because of the weather. I'm seeing this as like, as I say, it's like cherry red. So I'm feeling the summer, like watermelon or something. You can tell how happy I am the weather's changed. Lucy's liking them all. Joanne says she loves all the colours. The pink looks really delicate in the colour. And this is the one that I'm wearing here. So you can see it is very kind of soft pink. It's very, very pretty. And Janice is saying, same here. Red and green together for Christmas, says Camille. Right, I'm going to take you down on the mat and we're going to get started. Mina definitely needs more storage. Maybe not just the garage as like a storage room. Maybe you need to turn that into a full-on workshop. So you can see we've got, I'll just hold these up. These absolutely beautiful large discs. They've got a gorgeous shape to them. So they're lovely and fat and really, really tactile. I just want to touch them. But look at the shimmer in that colour. It's really bouncing off my ring light. So that circle you can see there is just the light from my stand. But it's just beautiful. That silver foil in the middle of them, just giving that lovely kind of crackled effect. But this is what I mean by them all being completely different because of that. Like this one's got like a beautiful swirl running through it. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of like a beautiful amethysty purple colour, that one. Really, really gorgeous. And then obviously your glass beads. These are 8mm in size. So you've got really lovely chunky, but then they're not too heavy at the same time. And then I'm connecting them with the pins, but also these aluminium rings. So the aluminium rings are really, really strong. But the wonderful thing about aluminium as a property is it's really light as well. So you can see we've got that gorgeous colour on each of them. These are the purpley colourway, but they've got those little silver etchings, and they're the same on both sides as well. So you don't have to worry with any of your components in this kit that will put this on the wrong way or anything like that. It's a really straightforward, quick make because they're all gorgeous on both sides. Mina says our garage will be big enough to store everything, and Lucy's going to start us. Oh, she says, I thought you were going to start a support group, Lucy, then for all your jewellery making. She says, support the YouTube channel by clicking the thumbs up. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm going to start off. Just use the ones that are to hand, which are the purpley ones and the blue ones, but I've got the rings out, so I'm going to use them. So if I show you the design here, I'm going to use those smaller rings and then the slightly larger one down on the bottom. I've got this gorgeous chain, which I don't know whether it's kind of like a Figaro kind of curved chain. I'm not too sure, but you can see you've got these lovely long kind of ovally links. Ovally? Is that a word? Well, it is, but I mean oval shaped links. Kind of an elongated, longer kind of version. And then those small like in between. So just lots of lovely little detail on that. Now you're getting loads of chain in your kit, so it's up to you in terms of your size. I would probably, I mean, for me, I probably only need about 15 centimeters either side, but if you want it to sit longer, just cut longer. So I'm just going to take a piece of chain out of my kit. Let me just move that up. And I'm going to just lay it flat so I can find the middle section because I want them to be even. So I want it to be the same on each side. You can measure that out against a ruler, but what I would suggest is keep the links the same. So if you finish with the smaller links, then make sure you do on both sides. When I say when you finish, I mean in terms of when you start to attach this to your beads and your pins. So I'm going to keep the longer ones at the bottom, and then I'm going to just hold up that one in the center and remove that by opening it up just like a little jump ring. So I will have an even length of chain. So I'll pop that to the side. So now I've got 2 lengths of chain, and I'm going to be able to attach my clasp and my jump rings onto that. So I'm going to take my 2 jump rings out of my kit, which will be a 6mm jump ring. And I'm just going to open that up. I've got lots on my desk, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing okay. Going to give it a little twist towards me, slide that on. Also going to add my little lobster clasp as well. I think these are 12mm lobster clasps. So slide that onto the jump ring before I close that over. And then on the other side, I'm not going to attach a lobster clasp. I'm just going to attach the jump ring so I can join those chains together. So this is going to sit really comfortably around the back of my neck. Do apologise about the focus. Maybe move this out the way a little bit. There you go. So I'm just making sure they're fully closed. I heard a little click, so I know when I let go, it should be perfectly closed there. And as I say, this chain's going to just sit comfortably around the back of my neck, and I can have that as long as I wish it to sit. And then I'm going to make my pins. So I'm going to use a ball pin, just one ball pin. I might do that bit first. Camille's singing at me, Figaro. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lovely little ball pin. I'm using the ball pin on the end just to make sure that that's got like a nice little stopping finish. And I'm going to take one of my gorgeous little rounds, which is 8mm, and I'm just going to slide that onto the bottom. Now, the reason why I'm sliding that on is because I'm going to connect that to my eye pin, and I want to make sure that that's just holding it in place. What you will find is sometimes the holes might be a little big. So you can see here, if I pull the eye pin inside, come on, focus. There you go. So it's not going to fall off at all. It's stopping it. And especially when I add that extra dangle on, but sometimes it might just go slightly into that hole. That really doesn't matter. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put that eye pin through the large disc, and then I'm going to turn a loop on this side. So I'm going to hold it in place, and I'm just going to give it a little bend over in one direction. I'm bending it away from me. And then I'm going to come in with my cutters, and I'm just going to trim off using the flush side of my cutters. I'm going to trim off and leave about 1 centimetre of that pin. And then with my round nose, again, I'm just holding it in place with my thumb just to stop it moving around. I'm going to come in and just going to make a fairly small little loop. I'm going to turn that all the way round. So I've now made a double connector on both sides. Lucy, I do apologise. I hope I am in shot okay. I'll move myself up rather than move around with the camera. So this is going to sit onto my large jump ring, aluminium ring. So I'm going to take the larger one out, and I'm going to connect that now. So I'm just going to give it a little flick up, that little loop that I've just made. And I'm going to slide that on to the ring and close it back over. So I'm just putting a bit of tension in that ring, just so it's pushing that pin right up, and I can get in to close that over. So that's going to sit at the top. And then this little one on the ball pin, I'm going to turn a little loop and attach that onto the bottom. I'm a bit fuzzy today, aren't I? I wonder if it's the light. Camera's not used to all this sunshine. So I've got a very long eye pin here. I don't need that much. So I just need the one on the, sorry, not the eye pin, the ball pin. And I'm going to just give that a little trim. Again, leaving about 1 centimetre, keeping hold of that little end of my ball pin so it doesn't fly off. And then I'm going to make sure it's flush in between my round nose pliers. I'm using towards the end of the pliers here, just so I can make quite a small loop. Obviously it's tapered, so the closer I go to the handle, the larger that loop will become. I'm just going to make sure it's nice and flush, so when I turn it, that whole pin turns. I haven't got a straight bit. Give it a little flick up, reposition my hand, and then turn all the way, just to make that lovely little loop. I'm going to make sure it's fully closed because I don't want that to come loose. You can see here I've got a little bit of a gap. So I'm just going to come back in with my round nose pliers and just make sure that's fully closed. If I need to straighten it up, sorry, I'm just popping my pliers back in just to straighten it and make sure that's closed. And then I can now attach this to the bottom. So I can either open that little pin up, or I can open the little loop on the bottom just to attach it through. I might just move that chain out the way because I think that's stopping a bit of the focus. So whichever one you want to open, I'm just going to give it a little gentle twist just to open it, and then I can slide that onto the bottom and then close it over again. So just coming in with my pliers, giving that a little close. So this is the bottom of my necklace. And then all I'm going to do is start adding these little details which will eventually sit on the chain. So again, you can add more or less of these if you want to. I think they look nice. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of my beautiful little foil rounds and that extra one on the bottom there. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to get more of my little pins out. So these have already got that loop turned for you. Thank you, Ruth. She says, please press the like button and give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you, my love. I always forget. Janice says, there's a satisfying sound when the jump ring clicks. Do you know, it's the simple things in life, isn't it? And that for me is one. I love it. I love listening to the sound of the rain, and I love the sound of a jump ring clicking together as well. Oh, Mandy says, my daughter's moved out, so I've made her bedroom into a craft room. Ooh, my little one's only 5, so I've got quite a long time before he moves out, but that sounds really, really good. Lucy says she will start a support group for people that buy too much beads. It's a bit of an obsession. I always say we've got 2 hobbies, haven't we? We've got the hobby of making jewellery and the other hobby of buying lovely sparkly things to make the jewellery with. Mina says she's got a bundle of these rings, so she's going to put them to some good use. They just look gorgeous, the aluminium rings against these beautiful foil discs. Janice says she's already done the like button. Thank you so much. And I will make sure that I'm staying in shot now. I'll just move. It's easier to move myself than to move the camera. Janice says it's not an obsession, it's an addiction. Well, we're all, it's not anonymous, is it? Because we're all here together. So I'm just going to pop 2 of my lovely little 8mm round silver foil beads onto each of the pins. And I'm just going to do the same to make them a double connector. So bending over the top in like a 90-degree bend. That just ensures that when I do turn it, it sits nice and neat at the top of my pin. Giving it a little trim off each time to about 1 centimetre. And that means that I've got quite a small loop, but big enough to connect into those aluminium rings. Giving it a little turn round, and then if I need to, I can just make sure that they're running in the same direction. So that will sit on top of the larger ring, as will the next one, and then I'm just connecting them together. So 2 onto each pin, bending it over, trimming off, and then with the round nose pliers, just turning a loop. So we've got a double connector I can attach at the top and the bottom of my pin, and I just give it a little look to see that they're moving in the right direction. Now you can use a looper with this if you want to. So if you've got a looper tool and you think you've not got many to turn really, but you might want to speed the makeup even more, or you might have some dexterity problems, or you might just like using the looper if you're not a fan of turning pins and turning loops. So you can use that as well if you want to. So I'm just going to find a few millimeters up from the bottom, and I'm just going to sit and make a few of these. I've got a slightly larger loop on that side. So if you are using your looper, it's going to make them very uniform. But for me, I don't think it matters too much. Even if someone's very close to you, they're not really going to notice that one loop is slightly bigger than the other one. Janice says, I just love beads and the kits too. I had to sort out of my kits yesterday and got rid of a lot of empty boxes. Maybe you could use the empty boxes as storage, Janice. See, this is my problem. I never throw anything out. So even the packaging that things come in, I'm like, oh, I'll find a use for this. I'll find a use for that. Yeah, I think my son's going to inherit an awful lot of everything. Hopefully, he seems to share my obsession with beads and bits and whatnot. So hopefully he'll put them to some good use. Right, you can see here, I've just got a pin out of my kit, and it's sitting like a P shape rather than an I shape, as in that loop's not sitting fully central. That is not an issue. All I'm going to do is just pop my round nose pliers into that loop and bend that pin by just giving it a little push to straighten it up. So round nose in, straighten it up, and turn that loop back. So I'm just going to start connecting. Oh, hi, Birgit. How are you? She says, oh, sorry I'm late, but she's here now. Thank you for joining us. How are you doing? We are making beautiful Ellen necklaces, which I think mean ray of light. All I'm doing is using some eye pins to connect on these gorgeous little silver foil beads. We've got some 8mm rounds, a beautiful disc too, and we're going to be adding those gorgeous colourful aluminium rings just to make a very quick and easy necklace. Again, I always think when I'm using such beautiful beads, these are handmade glass beads, then you don't really need to do anything too kind of technical with them. Just let the jewellery the beads shine and speak for themselves. So I'm just turning a couple of the pins. We've got an offer on for you today. I think was it 3 for 13? The kits themselves are $5.99 each, or 3 for 13. Yeah, so if you wanted to, you can buy a few different colours and you could mix them up. All I'm doing here is just popping a pair of pliers onto each end and giving it a little twist, just so my pins are running and those loops are kind of sitting facing the same direction. think I've only got one more to do before I start attaching it all together. Camille says, my daughter keeps telling us we need to declutter. She's dreading have to do it eventually. Camille, you've just read my mind. I wasn't going to say it because it's a little bit macabre, but I was chatting to my mum a couple of weeks ago, and we'd had a little drink in the garden, and it had a very pretty glass bottle. And I said to my mum, do you want to keep the glass bottle, mum? She laughed and said, no, love, because you're just going to curse me one day in the very, 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 very far distant future, when I'm not here and you're the one that has to sort through all the stuff. So, yeah, it's an opportunity to declutter and be a little bit minimalist. Keep what you need. But never throw a bead out, because there's always something. Even if you've maybe done a project like this and you've got some left over, use them, because even if you've got 2 left over, then that's a pair of earrings, isn't it? There's always something, a bead soup make that you can make. Birgit says, I love these beads. I do too. Lucy says, buy all the colorways, it's worth it, a fab bargain today. Lucy, you've just gone completely 180. Before you were like, oh, I'm not buying them, I'm not buying anymore. Now you're like, buy them all, buy them all. Janice has bought all of the kits. Thank you so much, Janice. I really appreciate that. And Francis says they're absolutely gorgeous. Right, okay, let's start putting them together then. I think I've made all the little components that I need. So I'm going to take one of the little loops that I've just turned, and I'm going to open it and slide it onto that aluminium ring. So you don't need a large loop, but it needs to be big enough that it's just going to fit nicely onto that aluminium ring. So that's why I say leaving about 1 centimetre will probably give you the perfect size. So I'm just sliding them on and closing it over. I'm just making sure that each time I close it, it's fully closed. So I've turned them properly. Take a little bit of time just making sure they're closed, and that is going to sit like this. Obviously these can move around the aluminium ring, but when it's worn, gravity is going to hold it, so it's going to sit nicely like so. And then I'm just going to take the smaller aluminium ring, so I've just used that larger one on the bottom, which was the 20mm one, I think, with the 20 and 14. No, they were 20 and 16mm. That's correct. So I'm then just going to attach each one as I go. So now I'm using the little connector at the top, so that little loop at the top, and I'm going to slide that one through the next. I've got a slightly smaller hole in this one, but should still fit. So what I sometimes do is I pop my finger inside that ring just to give myself something to kind of create that little bit of tension, so I can get my pliers in to just give it a little turn to close. And again, I'm going to take another ring, open up the loop on the other side by giving it a little flick, sliding that ring on, just move that bead down slightly if it's trying to get in the way, and close that up. So it comes together really, really quickly. Again, add in another little eye pin with my 2 beads on. And if you really wanted to make, I think it was Diane who was asking, will we make a bracelet? If you wanted to, Diane, you could just put one of the beads on to the pins here, and then, you can use them a little bit more sparingly, and you've got some of your lovely little silver foil beads that you can use in another make, like a bracelet or some earrings or whatever. If you've got some extra bits in your stash at home, where by the sounds of it, we've all got lots of extra bits in our stash at home. It's also always worth, I think we do an essentials finding kit, which has got things like your eye pins and your ear wires and your jump rings and lobster clasps, all sorts of bits and bobs in, which are, you know, fundamental for jewellery making. So if you ever just need to replenish, you could always get one of those essential finding kits. And they usually come in all sorts of different colours. So you can get silver plate, gold plate, rose gold colours, rhodium, black plate, all sorts. Always worth having in your stash. So again, I'm just sliding my finger into that ring just to move those beads down. So when I come to take that loop, got my pliers on the end of it, just closing it down, giving a little twist back away from me. And you can see it's already coming together here. I'm just now going to add my last ones on. Little flick, adding onto the loop and closing back over. Oh, Camille, congratulations. She's going to celebrate her 50th. Let me scroll back up the comments gone. 50th anniversary with all of her family at the weekend. I hope you have the most lovely, lovely weekend. Lucy says, sitting on my hands didn't last long. And apparently it's my fault. Well, sorry, not sorry. You know, you'll thank me later when you're wearing these. When you're sitting in the sunshine with your beautiful Ellen necklace, just sparkling away with the most beautiful colour, you'll be really thanking me then, Lucy. So I've now attached my gorgeous disc, my silver foil beads onto my aluminium rings. So the colours will tend to match. I'll show you them each down on the mat afterwards. So if you've chosen the blue colourway, your aluminium rings are going to be blue as well, with those lovely little silvery etched bits on. Now all it is a case of just attaching my chain. So I've already done my fastening on it with my lobster clasp and my jump rings. I can just attach this now directly to the chain. I don't need any more jump rings because I'm going to use those lovely kind of larger links on the bottom of the chain to just attach directly onto my little loop. Oh, everybody's saying congratulations and happy golden anniversary. Camille, if it's a golden anniversary, you know, you might want to get this gold colourway necklace to wear while you're celebrating. So I'm just going to slide that down, just holding that last little bead in place, so down towards the last one, just to give myself a little bit of space. Sorry, I need to be in shot, don't I? So, got my loop, I'm twisting it up, I'm holding my bead down with my thumb so it doesn't get in the way as I slide on that link on the chain, and then I'm coming in and closing over. And my necklace is done. It's a really quick make, but a really, really pretty design. I'd like to think. I hope you like it as much as I do. Everyone's wishing you a lovely weekend, Camille. Many congratulations to you both. So this one, I'll show you quickly the colours down on the mat, because as I say, it's such a quick make. We've done it, and we've still got a little bit of time to go. So this one that I've done today is the amethyst one. So I've got those gorgeous kind of purpley coloured rings and this gorgeous amethyst. Hi Angela, how are you doing? Lucy says it looks beautiful. If you've not missed anything really, Angela, it's a very quick make. I've just been using these gorgeous aluminium rings and beautiful silver foil beads to make gorgeous statement necklaces. And when we've finished, you can catch up and watch back at your own leisure. But I'll show you all the colourways so you know you've not missed anything. And if you have, you can I say watch back. This one is your beautiful blue one. So I think those aluminium rings, the colour of those just match perfectly with those beads. Pop it down on the desk. And it moves lovely as well. You've got a little bit of a jangle. Don't know whether you can hear it, but it does jangle lovely. As I say, having those aluminium rings makes it lightweight. It's a really, really clever metal because it's super strong. You know, it's not going to pull out of shape. It's going to hold it really nicely. This one is the gold. So even on the gold aluminium rings, you've got those little etched silvery parts. So that looks really pretty on the silver pins. And of course, although these are, the colour of the glass is gold, you've still got that silver foil core in the centre. It just makes them really shimmer, really, really shine. Pauline says it looks great and simple to make and she loves the red. They're really, really straightforward to do. This is the green. Look at that colour. It's just beautiful. Camille says the gold is rather nice. I do most of the colours. Joanne says the blue looks like an electric or royal blue. Yeah, I'd say it's kind of like, yeah, very good description, Joanne. I'd say it is an electric royal blue. They're your aluminium rings. Again, you've got two sizes. So you've got the large one hanging your pendant off with that lovely large disc, and then the slightly smaller going up through your rounds. And then we've got the red one too. Look at the colour. It's just stunning. They just look like little cherries. They're just beautiful. I think you can really see that gorgeous handmade, wonderful craftsmanship on those beads. Joanne says the green looks like emerald. Well, we're not in May now, are we? We are officially June, so yeah, they would have been. But you know, you can mix these colours up. If I pop them down on the mat, I think those yellows against the greens, you could do a beautiful, beautiful mix. I'm thinking, where's the pink gone? I'm wearing it again, aren't I? Joanne says, tough choice. Lucy saying it should be back in stock now, Karen. What went? What sold out? Do you know, get them if you want them. Get them quick, because every time I use these silver foil beads, they just, you know what you're looking for. You know what is good quality. You're really lucky to, you know, have the ability to buy something, I would say, so cheaply. You know, you're not just getting the beads, you're getting a full kind of kit of jewellery here. You're getting your chain, all your findings. And I think you've all got a very good eye for knowing what is really high quality stuff. So they just sell out super quick. So don't wait round. This is your pink. It's just the most soft, pretty colour. And again, with those aluminium rings, absolute perfect match. So I hope you like them. I know I do. I feel a bit bare now I've took my necklace off. I'll take you quickly back over to the website again, because I'd like you to see these bargains. So they are £5.99 for each kit. You can buy an amethyst blue, gold, green, pink or red, and you can get 3 for £13 as well. Do not delay. If you need to change your currency, that is still available. I'm not too sure how to do it now. Amethyst has now gone out of stock. If I refresh, will it come back into stock? Yes, there you go. You can change your currency. We do ship worldwide. I'm still getting used to the wonderful website. Do feel free to have a little bit of a play on that. I will be back with you next Friday. It is half term, of course, for me, so I'm struggling with childcare. So Kitty's going to be with you on Monday instead, and then he's back in school, so I'll be with you on Friday. I'm not sure what I'm doing. but it's going to be lovely. So please do come and join me then. I hope everyone has a lovely, lovely, lovely weekend. Thank you, Camille. That's very kind of you. And Lucy says the new website is great. She loves it. I love it. I think it looks really nice. I think it's really kind of efficient to use. It's got loads of lovely new features. And I've just enjoyed playing around with it. Tiffany says it's a very pretty make. Thank you so much. So have a lovely weekend to everybody. Joanne says, in the famous words of, am I allowed to say that? Yeah, Pokemon, go and get them all. Janice says, have a great weekend, Natalie and everybody. Oh, thanks, Sharon. Click on the flag in the top corner and that'll change the currency for you. I hope you all have a very lovely weekend. I hope the sunshine comes back and stays with us for the weekend. If you're celebrating an anniversary or any other occasion, have a lovely, lovely one. If you're coming back from holiday, have a safe journey, and I will see you next Friday, everybody. Take care. Bye.